लगी फिर से
बोला तुम्हें कितनी बार बोला तेरे को वो कितनी बार बोला
उड़ाओ फटाफट।
नाम क्या तेरा चला हैं तुम्हारे नहीं आ रहा क्या तुम्हारा समझ नहीं आ रहा।
पुलिस वाले ने बोला था ना तुम्हें उस टाइम।
बंद कर कितनी बार मना करा इनको 4 बार बंद यार जल्दी बंद कर। क्या हो गया बोल
कौन कर रहा है? ये कौन कर रहा?
ये कौन कर रहा क्या हुआ?
What began as a regular day of work for a group of Kashmiri shawl sellers in Mussoorie ended in fear, confusion, and an abrupt exodus. Last Wednesday, 2 Kashmiri vendors were brutally assaulted by a group of men on the town's iconic Mall Road. Since then, at least 16 shawl sellers, many of whom had been doing seasonal business in the hill station for years, have packed up and left the town. The incident, captured in a disturbing viral video, the incident shows a group of men surrounding the 2 vendors, hurling abuses, demanding ID cards, and physically assaulting them. One of the victims and a regular vendor from Kupwara in North Kashmir, 36-year-old Shabbir Ahmed Dar said, "They told us to leave the area. No one tried to stop them." He recounted that he and his fellow vendors had been visiting Mussoorie during summers and Dehradun during winters for nearly 2 decades. "We stay near the mosque. Locals know us. Some of them have even seen us for years. But this time it was different. The attackers were from the same area, yet nobody stood up for us." What disturbed him more was what happened after the attack. Recounting the incident, he said, "That night around 11 p.m., policemen came to our residence. They said there were threats following the pahalgam terror attack and hinted that it would be better for us to leave." When he contacted his brother in Kashmir, the family reached out to a senior police officer back home, who in turn tried to speak to local authorities in Mussoorie. But the response, Dar claimed, was indifferent. They said they couldn't be held responsible if anything happened to us. That was it. We were terrified and we decided to leave immediately. A group of 16, including Dar, left for Dehradun the same night, took a bus to Jammu and finally reached home the next day in a local vehicle. Left behind in their rented rooms were the entire stock of shawls and clothes, merchandise worth over 12 lakh rupees, according to Dar's roommate Javed Ahmed. Javed said, "All our goods are there. We don't know when we can return. Our fathers used to sell shawls here. They never had to face such threats." Police officials have confirmed that the attack did take place and that 3 men, Suraj Singh, Pradeep Singh and Abhishek Anyal, have been arrested. All 3, according to the police, are associated with the Bajrang Dal. They were booked under Section 81 of the Uttarakhand Police Act, which pertains to disorderly conduct in public places, and later released after issuing an apology. Interestingly, while the police maintained that they did not ask any vendors to leave, they did acknowledge that those who hadn't completed verification were advised to do so as part of a broader drive. An official explained, "We have started a verification campaign for all our outsiders, including tenants, shopkeepers, and vendors." Adding to the tension, reports emerged that Karni Sena, which is a fringe group, had recently organized a rally against Kashmiri vendors in Mussoorie. Officials claimed they dealt strictly with the group, though many vendors now say the atmosphere has become too hostile for business. This isn't the first time Kashmiris have been targeted in the town. In 2017, after India lost a cricket match to Pakistan, the local traders' body asked Kashmiri vendors to leave the city. The trigger then was a group of juveniles allegedly raising pro-Pakistan slogans, none of whom were actually from Kashmir, but the finger was pointed at Kashmiris nonetheless.